time to meet from the US to the A, Luke Peyton.
We're here at the MECC European Open 2026 in Amsterdam. I'm joined by Luke Peyton, the ORWB winner.
I'm a student at MECC University, just graduated into my sophomore year. My professor shared this cool Excel competition and had some of us compete in it. And he told me about it and I looked into it. And outside of what he made us do for class, I sort of took a bit of it for myself, started practicing on my own and putting a lot of personal practice time into it. Yeah, I was in my college apartment, and after it happened, I walked out to my roommates and I was like, guys, somehow I won this. I was telling them beforehand about I wasn't feeling very confident and oh man, I don't know how this is gonna go. So super stoked, did not see a win there as something that could even happen. So super grateful. And that was totally mind-blowing. And of course I had to call my fiance and my family and tell them all, and it was a really super exciting moment. Yeah, I honestly really enjoy both. I think with the individual, as I experienced in December, it's all on you. And I made like one mistake and I didn't really have time to audit it, and it hurt me in the end. With teams, you have the ability to sort of check over each other's work. If somebody drops the ball, you can carry over and pick up the plate for them. So I do really love the collaboration of teams. So I don't know. I would love to keep doing both. I can't choose, but they're definitely entirely different animals. It's interesting. I feel like personally, I take a more deliberate, slower approach, and I don't often do really complex single cell formulas. I often don't use super advanced prepared formulas and lambdas. And if you watch some of the building out models that I do, I often sort of even make labels of what I'm doing. So for me, success often comes from spending a lot of time making a model that I understand, and if there's a problem, I can go back and audit it. So it's more of a slow and steady approach, which of course is a pain when it's 5 minutes left and you just finish your big level and it's well, I can't do level 6 in 5 minutes, but it comes with its pros and cons. Yeah, I'd love to mention my professor, Dwayne Safer. He inspired me and many other of my classmates to become Excel wizards. We were blown away by him moving super quickly through Excel sheets, and of course he encouraged us to make sure we had strong keystroke abilities and had a strong awareness of diversity of just different Excel functions. Of course, I know I had to turn that into my own. But without his encouragement and his sort of vision casting of what's even possible, I definitely wouldn't be here. Definitely not. I sort of just saw it as a fun little thing that I do primarily for school. But when I was even processing the fact, wow, I'm going to be able to go to Amsterdam to do Excel competition, it was kind of a surreal thing. I'm so grateful to the MECC team who empowered me to be here, who really championed me to come to this event. So it's definitely a shock. Yeah, I'd say just give it a shot. There's no reason not to. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna do probably pretty bad your first time. That's just part of it. We learned through failure. We learned through doing super bad in a competition. The first one that I did was abysmal, and I was like, how are people full solving this? And I did 2 levels. But you really just need to see that it is possible. You are capable of it. And if it's something that you want to achieve, just choose to commit to it, choose to compete and do your best, and that's all you can do. Yeah, I would say, MECC is a development of a lot more than just Excel. I mean, honestly, I feel what separates the best Excel, champions from the people who don't end up winning, at least in my opinion, is the problem solving ability and not the Excel knowledge. Everybody here has a great awareness of base Excel skills. but being able to see a problem and think about how you want to approach it quickly and get through that is really where the skill comes. So I would just encourage students and professors that this is like a problem-solving, critical thinking competition, even more than it is just developing Excel strength. You know, that's a good question. I think I'll sort of see, what happens. I'd love to stay in the conversation. Part of me is like, this is a college thing, and I might just sort of have it be its college thing, but there's some great people here. I've made some great connections and friendships here. So, we'll have to see, but I don't think I'll just sort of let it go forever.